Hey guys, John Jr. here, bringing you guys another NCP video, this time the first team builder for NCP Nimbus Season 2, and I am really looking forward to this one. Today we are facing Nick, aka Online Orphan, and his Portland Zydogs. Please be sure to check him out down below. With that being said, please be sure to answer the question of the day down below, which is going to be, who do you guys think our kill leader is going to be by the end of the season? I have a suspicion that it's going to be one of our fairies. I feel like it's either going to be Mega Altaria or Primarina. As much as Primarina is probably my least favorite mon on this squad, I really feel like, just looking at some of the matchups, it has a lot of good matchups moving forward, and I feel like it'll get a lot of our kills. So looking at Nick's team here, he's got a bunch of really scary threats. He has Lando, Rotom Wash, Fortress, Serena, Weezing, Komala, Mega Absol, Latios, Togekiss, Incineroar, and Primeape, and his Z-mons are going to be Lando T and Latios. As far as the mons that I think he's going to bring, we actually don't break Weezing, so I think Weezing's a definite. I think Lando, if you have Lando, it's going to come 10 out of 11 games, so I feel like Lando is definitely going to come. I feel like Latios has a pretty good matchup against us, and then I think the other three mons are pretty up in the air. Our fire type is Pyroar, so I feel like he'll sleep on that a little bit and probably bring Fortress. I feel like Incineroar does okay, but it just doesn't touch Mega Altaria. I feel like Togekiss doesn't do awful, but we do have Zapdos, and I feel like Rotom Wash does okay, but it doesn't really touch Tangrowth. You'll probably have to bring Toxic for the Tangrowth. And I also feel like Mega Absol does pretty good. I do not think he's going to bring Serena, Primeape, or Komala. If I see any of those three, I will actually be extremely surprised. But the main threats to us are actually Lando T, Lottie, and Weezing, and somewhat Mega Absol. Mega Absol is definitely a scary Pokemon to deal with, but I feel like we can deal with it very, very well with the team that we have, so I'm not really too worried about it. Hopefully I don't eat those words, but looking at the first mod that we have here, I did decide to bring Mega Altaria. This is kind of going to be the same thing as Dino and Little Cup, right? Where I put Mega Altaria on the team, and I'm like, okay, how can we win with Mega Altaria? What role can Mega Altaria fill to kind of make our team better overall? Because I feel like if you have Mega Altaria, I feel like it's going to be like Lando, where it comes like 10 out of 11 games. You can find a role for it. So we are bringing Mega Altaria here. We are rocking Fire Blast, Hyper Voice, Heal Bell, and Roost. We have Hyper Voice obviously Pixelate boosted, and Fire Blast to hit the one mon that he has that resists Hyper Voice, which is going to be Fortress, aside from Weezing, and Weezing is so difficult for us to deal with, man, but we don't really have a great way of hitting that mon. We did have Defog over Heal Bell, but I ran it by some of my boys, by Kurt and Silver, and they said Heal Bell would be a little bit better just because of T-Spikes and potential Will-O-Wisp. It would be just better overall than Roost for longevity. As far as our EVs go, we can live 2 Earthquakes from the Landers, which I feel like is going to be very, very important, because I feel like this is going to be a pretty nice pivot on the Landers, especially before our Mega Evolution, but I would like it to still be a pivot after Mega Evolution. We can guarantee to it KO the 0 HP Lando with Hyper Voice, and if he's not 0 HP, then he's either not speed invested or he's not max attack. Either one is a little bit better for us, I think. And we can live 2 Adamant Play Roughs from the Serena if he does decide to bring that. And we do have a little bit of speed, because I feel like some of his Pokemon like Togekiss and such and Serena will try to speed creep this mon, so I want to speed creep his speed creep. And just the function of Mega Altaria, you guys will come to find out that this team is very, very momentum heavy. We built this first week team very, very much as I described in the draft analysis, where it's a lot of pivot, a lot of getting into Mega Altaria to do damage, to take hits, etc. And I feel like Mega Altaria does a phenomenal job at that this week, since he only has 2 resist Hyper Voice. I feel like we can just click that button more times than not, and Weezing doesn't have reliable recovery. It doesn't really appreciate those hits. Even though we are only 28 special attack investment, it's not going to appreciate like 3 or 4 of those. Like, they'll rack up eventually. Next up here, we are bringing Primarina. I talked about how I think that this is going to be one of the kill leaders on the season, and this matchup is a prime example of that. We are rocking Moonblast Surf, and this mon is phenomenal in the sense that its dual stabs usually do not have a switch in, and you guys can go ahead and try to find me a switch in on his team for our dual stabs. His best switch in is going to probably be the Weezing, which does not appreciate surfs. We do have Aqua Jet for potential Lando late game, or even like the Absol or like Incineroar, like whatever we need to Aqua Jet on, we can Aqua Jet, because we don't really need another move. And then we went sub with our last move, and our sub target is going to be Fortress. We actually have enough defense for Fortress's Gyro Ball to not break our sub. We can outspeed the 4-speed Serena in case he does not speed creep that Serena, and he feels like Serena is better in a defensive role this week, which I could definitely see, because he has a lot of offense on his team. And honestly, the whole point of Primarina here is to just pivot into this mon. We have a bunch of mons with U-turn, a bunch of mons with Volt Switch, and we are just going to try to keep getting into Primarina, especially on the Fortress, specifically on the Fortress. We're going to try to get a sub up, and we're going to try to get some big damage off. That is Primarina's whole purpose. We have so much special attack investment, man. Nothing is going to appreciate a couple of hits from this Primarina, especially if we're behind sub and we get 2 hits off on something. Nothing is going to appreciate that. So that's the whole point of Primarina this week. The next mon we have here is going to go ahead and be Zapdos, HP Ice, Volt Switch, Roost, Defog. We don't have Heat Wave. We originally had Heat Wave instead of Defog, but we changed Heal Bell, or Defog to Heal Bell on Mega Altaria, so we changed Heat Wave to Defog on Zapdos just in case he does want to bring Hazard Stat, because he does have that option with the likes of Landorus, with the likes of Fortress, and Wheezing. So in case he does want to do that, we can get rid of those. And the reason that we went Defog over Volt Switch, or over Heat Wave, excuse me, is because we beat Fortress one-on-one anyway. It can't really touch us. The best it can do is Toxic us, and we can just Volt Switch out into, well, we have Scizor, so we can Volt Switch out into Scizor. We can go into like Mega Altaria with Heal Bell. I'm not too worried about the Fortress, really. We are rocking with Static just for his U-turn mons like Lando and I think Serena, yeah, and Serena, and then we do have leftovers to kind of get some reliable recovery. We guarantee break a +1 Lottie sub with HP Ice. We outspeed a max speed Incineroar, and we can live 2 Lottie Dracos after leftovers, after rocks, if it's not Life Orb. A whole lot of stuff there, but basically this Zapdos is fat and he has a lot of trouble breaking it, and his real main way to break this is going to be Z Stone Edge Lando, but the only problem with Z Stone Edge Lando is the fact that we also have a Tangrowth, and he's going to want Z Fly for that Tangrowth. So that's why this is one of those matchups where Zapdos plus Tangrowth is phenomenal, in the fact that it forces a Mon that can't break both of them at once to choose which one it wants to break. And other than Lando, he has a lot of trouble breaking both of those Pokemon, so he's really going to have to pick and choose. I'm really interested to see if he goes Rock or Fly Z, if any Z, I guess. The next Mon that we have here is going to simply be U-Turnt, the Scizor. We are rocking U-Turn, Iron Head, HP Fire, Bug Bite, and we're rocking a really cool set. We are rocking Scarf Scizor. I was sitting there for a very long time. I had the first 3 Pokemon and I had no idea what I wanted to do with it. But then I was like, okay, well, we can work with this. We have Volt Switch on Zapdos, and this team is built around pivoting, so let's get another Mon that is here to pivot. So we do have Scizor here to kind of mitigate that. We have U-Turn, and I love the Scarf in this matchup specifically because it allows us to outspeed everything that is not Scarfed, which the only thing that I really see being Scarfed this matchup is Togekiss. I think Scarf Latios doesn't make any sense. Scarf Lando's okay, but I really think he needs the Z move. So the only thing I really see being Scarf is that Togekiss, and maybe Serena, I guess, but that doesn't really threaten us. Togekiss does. So I feel really, really safe bringing this Mon in, and I think I might even lead this Mon. I think I'm going to lead this Mon and click U-turn depending on the Mons that he brings. If he brings Togekiss, maybe not, but we'll have to see what happens. But as far as our EVs go, it's simply 212 Jolly to outspeed the Mega Absol, and we outspeed his entire team, basically. And what I'm hoping is that maybe I'll lead this Pokemon and he leads, like, I don't know, like, what's a Mon that he would want to switch out? Serena. I lead this Mon, he leads Serena. I click U-turn on his incoming Fortress, we get the Primarina, and we click Sub, and we claim a KO. And that's basically how I want this game to go. We have HP Fire because it actually, I think it OHKOs the Fortress, which is pretty nuts. We have Iron Head for the likes of Togekiss, and what was the other Mon? There was another Mon that we had it for. Iron Head, Wheezing, was it? Yeah, it was Wheezing. And then we have Bug Bite to hit the Rotom Wash as hard as we possibly can, because, you know, 4 times resist Iron Head, I do believe. So I want to be ready for that. We are max attack with the rest in HP, rock friendly number of HP. I'm really loving this Scizor set, man. Honestly, I feel like this Scizor can put in the finest. We're not going Bullet Punch this week, and I might regret that, but I feel like he does not have a reliable Scarfer in this game. So I feel like it's okay to be able to not have Bullet Punch. The next Mon that we have here is going to keep fitting the theme of momentum. We do have Choice Scarf Mienshao, and I love this Pokemon so much in this matchup, and we're bringing another Scarfer. I don't think he's going to expect dual Scarfers, and dual Scarfers with U-turn is going to be phenomenal in this matchup, just like the regular Scizor, excuse me. We can speed tie. Or no, we outspeed the Mega Absol. I don't know why I said the speed type, but we outspeed the Mega Absol, and that allows us to go 252 out of it, so this Mon is going to slap. And then we just have, you know, the rest in HP, rock friendly number of HP. But the whole thing with Mienshao here is just like Scizor. We get this Mon in, we click U-turn, and we click buttons. But I think Mienshao has a really good shot late game to kind of just start claiming some kills. We have Drain Punch, Poison Jab, Knockoff, Poison Jab to hit the Togekiss, Knockoff to hit the, what Mon is that? Knockoff to hit the Lottie, and then Drain Punch because he does not have a great Drain Punch switching. So I'm really looking forward to using this Mon, and I might change our speed to outspeed a Scarfed Togekiss. We might actually do that. Actually, we do already do that. We outspeed Scarfed Togekiss, so I thought about that. Awesome. But I really do like this set. I think that this is going to be a really good Breaker, I want to say Breaker because it is adamant, you know, it does a lot of damage, but the main reason is here, just like the Scizor, is to keep U-turning, keep getting into Mega Altaria, keep getting into Primarina, and eventually wear him down, even Zapdos, or just keep U-turning between the two. I think I love this plan, I love this type of play style, and I'm really hoping that we can rock out with it. The last mon that we have is going to be Tangjelly. I hinted at this earlier when I said that he doesn't really break Zapdos plus Tangrowth all that easily. We do have HP Ice, Focus Blast, Knockoff, and Giga Drain with the Assault Vest, and like I said, oh, we are actually Chlorophyll. That would have been a big oops, dude. I gotta regen this team. Let me make sure we're the right ability on everything else. We are. That would have been a big yikes. I'm glad I caught that. As far as Tangrowth goes, we do have HP Ice for the Lando in case we find out he is a Rock Z. We do have Focus Blast for his Incineroar switch-in and his potential Mega Absol switch-in on us. We have Knockoff for the Lottie, and then we have Giga Drain for the Rotom Wash. This mon is really just here to kind of be annoying more so than anything. Just kind of knock off items, kind of do a little bit of damage here and there, but never really get kills. It's just here just so he can't break it, really. Like, it doesn't do a lot of damage in this matchup. It really doesn't. But it just doesn't get broken in this matchup. And I think eventually he'll realize that, and maybe he'll bring like a special Incineroar or something really cool. I don't know, but I think that this mon is just so good in this matchup, man. It plus Zapdos is stupid good, and I really feel like we have a pretty good matchup all around. And I really like this team we built. This is a really good team to build. I wasn't confident when I put the first 3 mons down, but then I got Scizor, Mienshao, and Tangrowth, which we have 4 great pivot mons and 2 pretty good breakers in this game, I think. Although Altaria is more of a defensive role, I think it can still break because he only has like 2 resist, 2 fairy. But anyway, I'm rambling now, excuse me. With all that being said, guys, make sure to go show Nick some love. He's a great PokeTuber and a great father, too, if you guys didn't know. So please go show him some love. But with all that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and hop into this match. Okay, guys, and we are here with the battle against Nick. Please be sure to check him out down below. I want you guys to know this was the smoothest schedule, like any type of scheduling has ever been. He said, let's do it near 7 o'clock, and I added him like 30 minutes ago. I said, you still good for 7? He said, yeah, and I hopped on. I said, all right, let me get everything set up, and I hopped on. He was already online. That was the smoothest any game has ever went, honestly. So we'll see what he does bring here. He does bring Komala and Serena, and no Rotom. No Wheezing? Wait! Hold on. No Wheezing. That's phenomenal, actually. We did not touch that Pokemon. But no Fortress, so we don't really have a sub-target now for Serena. Okay, this is a whole lot of not what I expected. So no Lottie. And instead Komala. That's kind of nutty. And I guess I didn't have Rotom on the thing, but I expected it. That's weird. And instead of this, Rotom. I did expect Rotom. I probably expected over Incineroar, to be honest. And no Absol. We got 4 mons wrong, brother. That's kind of nuts. And instead of Absol, we see Togekiss. So I think pretty comfortable leading Mienshao, because Mienshao outpaces a Scarf Togekiss. So let me fix this here. We see Incineroar, no Mega Absol. Instead we see Togekiss. No Fortress. Instead we see Serena. And no Lottie, and instead we see Komala. So yeah, I think I'm pretty confident. Actually, you know what? Why do I not lead Zapdos? Let me check to see what my Zapdos moves are real quick. HPI's Volt Switch, that's what I thought. He could also just lead Rotom. He could just lead Rotom. And in that case, he'd get a free Volt Switch off. I'm really thinking that, Zapdos is the play, though. Honestly. It's Zapdos or Tangrowth, but I'm thinking Zapdos is the way. I'm pretty confident in this, actually. He brought a team that I didn't expect at all. Let me write this down. So he's got Incineroar. He's got Serena. He's got Rotom Wash. He didn't bring some of his biggest threats. Lando, T. What else did he bring? Komala. And Togekiss. What did he lead? What is this? Lando. Phenomenal. So we led Zapdos. Let me see if, like, he ever kills us with a Stone Edge, because we are very defensive. Let me see if he ever kills us with like a Z Stone Edge or anything. We are obviously static. Stone Edge. A Z Stone Edge could wipe us off the face of this earth. So I think it's better safe than sorry. I think we got to go right into Tangrowth. I think there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't think that he just goes straight for any type of setup move here. I don't really see that happening. I think he might Z here, and he might U-turn. I think those are his 2 options. I don't really know what else he does, unless he rocks, I guess. Maybe I made that play too rashly, but I really think that maybe I did make that play too rashly, because if he gets a Swords Dance up, we could be in some trouble. If he gets a Swords Dance up, we are actually in some very deep trouble. We're going to go ahead and switch out here. And we're going to go into Tang Growth. So we're either faster or he withdrew. Okay, so he's slower than Zapdos, which is very good information. Slower than slower than Zapdos. I don't know what Mon he expected there, but we got into Tang Growth very, very freely. And I'm really thinking that he's going to go into Incineroar. I think I'm going to Raw Focus Blast. Or I might Knock Off. Is Knock Off the play? Because Knock Off would knock off whatever his item is on Togekiss 2, and it would also cover him staying in, potentially? Knock Off. Knock Off would be fine. What are his Z-Mons? Let me peep that real quick. Lando and Lottie. I think Knock Off's the play. I think Knock Off is definitely the play. Why is it lagging to all... whatever. I think Knock Off's definitely the play. I really do think he's going to go Incineroar. What do I go if he goes Incineroar? I have Primarina very, very easily, and I don't really mind my leftovers. Actually, I have Zapdos, because he has probably U-turn, I would assume. So I think Knock Off is very fine in this situation. How much would a Focus... I'm curious, how much time do I have? 50 seconds? I'm very curious how much a Focus Blast would do to an Incineroar. If we landed. I think Knock Off's just the best play overall. Focus Blast would actually 2-hit KO a very offensive Incineroar. I'm just going to go for Knock Off. I feel like there's zero downside. He is going to go for the Toxic there. So it didn't really matter. So he does have Toxic. I did assume that in the team builder. So Toxic. We're going to go ahead and go for the knockoff there. We'll see what item he was rocking. Probably lefties or a Super Berry. We get a crit, which is phenomenal. And we knock off his lefties. Knocked lefties. Knocked lefties. So I think now I'm going to Focus Blast. Or I might double knock. He's at about... We did like 40 with that knockoff. I want to see... Rotom Wash. I think knockoff's the play again. Because what's the worst he does? Like set a screen? Like this Mon beats him one-on-one. Knockoff into Giga should kill. 252 crit. Leftovers. That's looking to be probably specially defensive actually. And looks like we got a max roll too probably. I think I'm just gonna knock off again. I think there's pretty much no downsides to knocking off here. Though I have a ground type. Did I bring a ground type? I did not. I think there's no downsides to knocking off again. He could also go Torn, I guess. And he's probably Z-Fly Torn. If he's Torn, I switch in Zapdos, right? If he goes Incineroar, I switch in Zapdos. I'm going to knock off again. I think he Volt switches here. He withdraws, so we're going to knock something off. He might go Lando. He does go Lando. That's fine. That's fine. We know he's a slow Lando now, actually. He does Intimidate. Actually, we'll get a read on his item. If he is not Z-move, then we might just HP Ice. Rocky Helmet. So we knock off his Rocky Helmet, which is actually really interesting. Rocky Helmet knocked. And I think he's going to get up his rocks here. So what do I lose in clicking HP Ice, honestly? I don't lose anything going Zapdos, actually, because he has Defog. HP Ice would not kill from this range, it looks like. 252. Leftovers. So he's very defensive. Very defensive. Very Fizz-Def. Very physically defensive. Holy. He might be... Oh, wait, that's after an Intimidate, too. I forgot about that. That still looks like it might be Max. That's very defensive. Unless I'm missing something. 240. -1. No, I'm not missing anything. He very well could be Max. So I think my play is Zapdos here. I think I lose nothing going Zapdos. I think going Zapdos is very, very free. Because what's the worst he does is Stealth Rock, and we can just defog, and we are in a fine position no matter what. And now I know he's slower than me, so there's not really, and he goes U-turn. So hopefully we get a static here, honestly. So U-turn. No static, unfortunate. He doesn't have a good answer to this Mon though. He actually has no answer for this Zapdos. I don't see how he breaks this since he didn't bring Rock Z. I don't see how he breaks Tangrowth plus Zapdos at all, man. I really have a hard time seeing it. I'm really having a difficult time seeing it. And I can just Volt Switch on whatever he goes into. I really, because we know for a fact Lando's slower than us, and that's phenomenal in the sense that I'm pretty sure, let me just do a calc. I assume we OHKO with an HPI, so let me double check. At the range he's at, it looks like it's a roll, but the worst he does is Stone Edge, and if he is Max, and our calcs are not lying to us, ladies and gentlemen, then Stone Edge does about 50 to 60. What does Komala do? What does this Mon do? Worst case scenario, he's Banded Last Resort. How much would a Banded Last Resort do to me? Banded Last Resort would OHKO me. And he would outspeed if he's Max Jolly. Yikes, dog. Now we're getting into some Some cool stuff. Is Zapdos worth risking here? What does he do to Scizor? Yikes, dog! Now we're in a good game now. How much did he do to Tangrowth though? Probably not a ton. If he's Banded Last Resort, he can two-shot our Tangrowth. I think this is worth getting a read on what kind of set this is. Zapdos. I don't think he'd bring Banded Last Resort. And because he doesn't break Zapdos. Is it worth risking? I don't think it's worth risking. I think I have to go hard Scizor. How much do we do with Scizor? We do like 80% with a Bug Bite. And we can just pivot back into Zapdos and then Volt Switch again. Or pivot into... Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. Dog, I'm so scared of this Mon. I'm high-key. For some reason, I'm actually scared of this Mon. I'm going Scizor. I feel like Scizor's a zero downside play. Banded Last Resort still two shots this Scizor, by the way. Just in case you guys were curious. He actually goes Knockoff! That's banded. For sure that's banded. Knock. That's for sure banded. But he doesn't have Last Resort, which is phenomenal. That does about what I expected from banded. Maybe. That does too little to not be banded. That's probably like banded, not max attack. How much? I gotta get an exact read on how much he did. 151 minus 96. He did 55. Maybe he's not banded. He did 36. No, he's not banded. Does this one get any... we needed that Scarf. Does this one get any fire coverage? Does this one get Fire Punch? I'm sure it does. I'm positive it does, right? It doesn't. It doesn't get Fire Punch. Would HP Fire OHKO me? Because he's got to be max attack based on that. HP Fire looks like it'd be a roll to KO me, actually. So I think I'm just going to go for the safe U-turn here. I think there's no downside in going U-turn. I think U-turn's pretty safe. He withdrew. Awesome. Probably goes, yeah, into his Lando. Okay, so that's really interesting. I was scared of Banded Last Resort Komala. My team actually had no switch-ins to that. This is a fun game so far. So we get the U-turn off on the Lando. We do just about 0 to it, and we go into Zapdos every time. Every time we go into Zapdos. I think, actually, is Altaria faster than Zapdos? 106. We are very slow, Altaria. We are not faster than Zapdos. So we are going to go into Zapdos here. Is Primarina faster than Zapdos? No. We go Zapdos here every time, and we have to click HP Ice. But there's about no downsides to clicking HP Ice. And now we're at full HP Zapdos, and there's not too much he can do to us. How much... He might be Assault Vest Komala now that I'm thinking about it. The way he sent it in. What do I lose from overplaying and clicking Volt Switch here? Not much, honestly. Not much. HP Ice always kills from this range. I don't think I lose much by overplaying and going for Volt Switch. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because we have Roost, we can just Roost off whatever he does, honestly. He has... Let me think about this. How much do we do to Komala with HP Ice? Komala. I think I'm gonna Volt Switch. I think I'm gonna very aggressively Volt Switch. We'll see what he does. Don't stay in though. I sent this in like it's an answer. I don't think he has a reason to stay in. I really don't. We've seen U-turn. I don't think he has a reason to stay in. I don't think he has a reason in the world to stay in. And if he does, then I guess phenomenal. Phenomenal on his part. But I really don't think he has a reason in the world to stay in. I think he's got no reason to not go into probably Incineroar, but maybe Komala. If that Komala is Assault Fest, I think he could definitely go Komala. How do we win this game late game? Because Primarina is not the way anymore, so I got to figure that out now. That's how I figure that out. He does withdraw, so we get that play right. Phenomenal. He goes into... Is that the Komala? That's a Rotom. Okay, cool. We're going to do some big damage to this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We do some big damage to that Mon. So, I got to figure out now. How do we win this game? Looking at his team, Scizor's looking pretty clean. Scizor's looking phenomenal. How much speed do you think he would have on this Rotom? I'm going to say this is a defensive Rotom. Just based on the calcs that we've been getting. Toxic, knocked lefties. I'm going to say this is a defensive Rotom, and if it is, then we KO with Bug Bite from this range with Scizor. But let me see if we KO... Oh, wait, if he's max HP. Let's say he's max bold. And it's looking like a roll if he's max bold. What about me and Xiao? I think what we do is Altaria outspeed this. This thing doesn't really touch Altaria. I can kind of just send an Altaria and click Hyper Voice, actually. He has Toxic. He'd probably... There's no way he has Willow and Toxic. Let me see if he has Hydro, how much Hydro does to Scizor. There's no way you would have Willow and Toxic, and even if you do, I've got Hydro Pump. We'll do 51 to 61. What are we at? We're at 96. 151. We always live that. We're going Scizor. We're going Scizor. And we're actually... We can't click U-turn. We're clicking Bug Bite here, 100%. What would he switch in? We're clicking Bug Bite here 100%. It doesn't matter. Because if he goes Lando, we just go Zapdos. And if he goes into Togekiss, then that's a really ballsy play, first of all. Because he doesn't know if we have Bullet Punch or not. I'm thinking that he might just give us this Pokemon. Or he might not know that we have Bug Bite, either. He might just... I don't know. He might not know that we have Bug Bite. And he might be faster than us. We should outspeed this, though. This is a very, very fast Scizor. Because we were Scarf to outspeed the Mega Absol, which that didn't come into play. He knocked us off. This is a fun game. This is a really fun game. This is a really good game so far. Hopefully, my boy U-turn Xavier can pull through here. What do I go? If he goes... I think we kill. We should kill. Unless he's like max. Yes, awesome. Okay, so Scizor kills Rotom Wash with Bug Bite. That's our boy U-turn picking up that first kill of the season. Let's get it. So Rotom is going to go down there. So, okay, how do I win this game? Zapdos is looking stupid good. Like, he cannot break Zapdos, actually. He has no way to break Zapdos unless he's like Banded and Incineroar or something like that. That would be the only way that I see him breaking Zapdos. Actually, he has no reason not to go Incineroar here now that I'm thinking about it. But me and Xiao is looking very, very good late game too. All we have to do is get the Landorus out of the way, and me and Xiao can actually kind of win late game as long as we click the right button at the right time. If Togekiss is not max speed, this Scizor should outspeed it. Even if it's max speed modest, we should outspeed it, I think. And if we do, then we kill it with an Iron Head. So Scizor is looking phenomenal. Mega Altaria just doesn't die either. He does not have a great way to kill Mega Altaria unless he's a speedy version of Togekiss. Let me go ahead and mark out Rotom. Unless he's a speedy version of Togekiss and he flinches us down. What's this? That is Incineroar. That is what I thought. That's a good thing. Intimidate. Yeah, obviously. So we're going into Primarina here, I think. Can Zapdos live 2 of these? Can Zapdos live 2 of these? He did really good going into this Mon, because Altaria doesn't resist dual stabs yet, so I can't really go Altaria. Zapdos... Let's say he's max life. Let's get crazy. Zapdos never lives 2. Primarina barely lives 2. We've got to go Primarina, and this sucks because this was our win con at one point in time. We live 2 Earthquakes after Leftovers if he's Life Orb. What about Thunder Punch? What if he raw Thunder Punches? That'd do 80 dart for him. We could just get some Aqua Jet damage off at that point. We switch out. How much would that kill Scizor if he did that? It would not, so I don't... Yeah, he goes U-turn. Okay, so I could've went Zapdos. U-turn. I did 18 damage. No Life Orb. Okay. So 18 out of... What do we have? Like 201? Let me check. Primarina. 161. 18 out of 161. No. 18 out of 161. Not 16. He did 11% with that. So we'll be able to tell if he's offensive or not. U-turn. Well, he just did 18, so we can just look at that, honestly. He's not offensive, it looks like. Oh. No, he's not offensive. He's defensive for sure. This Serena doesn't touch Zapdos. This Serena also doesn't touch Tangrowth. Would I rather Tangrowth get knocked off, or would I rather... This Serena also does not touch Altaria, fun fact. Unless he has Play Rough, but we live 2 Adamant Play Roughs, but we're not Mega yet, so we gotta be careful. I don't care if Tangrowth has its Assault Vest at this point in the match, but we don't attack this thing back. How much would an HP Ice do to an offensive Serena? Because I'm really thinking the way he sent this in really screams offensive Serena. Because otherwise I don't think he'd kill us. Power Whip does 0 to us. Actually, we could HP Ice. We could beat this thing one-on-one. We could definitely beat this thing one-on-one. What about Zapdos? He could also just U-turn here. Zapdos takes significantly more from a Power Whip. I think Zapdos is the play. I think he's going to U-turn. And our leftover is that big of a deal. We roost on literally every Pokemon. How much does HP Ice do from Zapdos? It's a 2-shot. Tangrowth is infinitely less important in this game, though. But that's a free switch into Incineroar again. I don't want that. Because I think he's going to U-turn here. Nah, he's not. He's knocking off. He's knocking off. Peep. He's knocking off. There's no way he's not knocking off. If he U-turns, then good play on his part. I should have went into Zapdos. But I think he's going to knock off here. He does go U-turn. Ah! So he does have U-turn. U-turn. And he did way too much damage. That's got to be banded. This is a defensive Tangrowth. We were at 135, so 201 minus 135. No, I clicked the wrong buttons apparently. 201 minus 135. 66. He did 66 damage with U-turn. I feel like that's way too much damage. No, that's about right. That's 252 Adamant. That's a mineral for 252 Adamant. Could he ever get that if he was Jolly? He could get that if he was Jolly. Ah, so it's either he got a mineral for Jolly. He's max attack for sure. For sure. Max attack. And he goes Togekiss. Togekiss, does this have ancient power? Don't have ancient power, Nick. Zapdos hardballs this mon every day of the week. Zapdos always hardballs this mon. I have no reason to not go instantly into Zapdos. This is a good game, Nick. This is a good game. I go hard Zapdos every time. We'll see what he does. He might Toxic. He air slashes. Okay. Air slash. And he does absolutely 0 to us. 166. 193. He did 27. Let's see what kind of damage we're looking at. If that's an offensive or defensive Togekiss. Very important, actually. How much did I say? 27? That's a defensive Togekiss. That's a defensive Togekiss. And that's also a max roll, but that's not important. Defensive. Okay, so I think I want an HP Ice here. What do I gain in HP Ice? I really don't gain anything. I'm just gonna Volt Switch. We're gonna see what he does. If he goes Lando, then so be it. I kill with an HP Ice anyway, so I have nothing. I don't have to risk anything here. I have to risk absolutely nothing here. Air slash defensive. Did he have leftovers? Did he reveal leftovers? I don't know. I do not remember. And also, we'll be able to see here if he's max speed or not. He's not modest, by the way, which is good to know. Okay, so he switches out. So we get a Volt Switch off. No, he goes into the Lando. I think he's trying to call my my HP Ice bluff, but Nick, we have HP Ice, buddy. We're about to show him. We're clicking it here. No way we are not clicking it here, because we don't lose anything clicking HP Ice. He's not gaining any momentum. The worst he could do right here is click Stealth Rock, in which case we have Defog on the Zapdos. The Zapdos is an all-terrain vehicle. Zapdos cannot be broken. HP Ice, I'm sorry I hit my mic, does, if he's 0 HP, 92 to 109, he's definitely at like 85. And HP Ice, if he's max HP, does 77 to 91. So we've got a pretty good chance to kill him. Let's say he's at 85%, because that's what it's looking like, 85-ish%. Then we have a 43% chance to Okro. Let's get it going. Honestly. Let's get it going. Let's see what he's doing. If he sends in Komala, that's kind of scary. If he sends in Komala, I think I'm going to let it try to knock me off. Because I want to see what it does. He withdraws? Okay. What is this? Okay. I think I'm going to let it knock me off. Because it does 30%. And that's a chance. Let's see how much damage this does, first of all. AV. Okay. Got it. Got it. AV. Got it. Okay. So, wow. That is very, very AV. Assault Vest. You think he has Hidden Power Fire? I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch. Because I don't care if he knocks us off if he's faster. We'll see if he's faster. And that's valuable information, actually. Because if he's faster, he has to be almost max speed Jolly. He has to be like 232 Jolly, I do believe. 232 Jolly. 228 Jolly, my bad. But if he is faster, that's better for us, honestly. Because I don't want something to get hit with this knockoff. And we could also, he's not banded, so we could just go into Tangrowth. And we have Focus Blast. And we have Knockoff. We can just go Tangrowth here and click Knockoff for very, very little. We lose very, very little by going Tangrowth and clicking Knockoff. This core is so good. I love this core so bad. So much. This core is so good. He just doesn't break it. He just does not break it. He's got to really think here, honestly. We'll see what he does. We are faster. Slower. And toast. And that's unrecoverable chip, by the way. And I think we go Tangrowth. We could also go Altaria. How much damage does this thing do to a base form Altaria? Altaria. I have no reason not to go Tangrowth. I'm not going to regret my decision in just a second, and I'm not going to not go Tangrowth. We're going to go Tangrowth here. We have zero reason to not go Tangrowth, and he goes Return. That did less than 2 damage. So here, I have interesting play. I think he might go Lando on the knockoff, potentially. So I think I'm going to click HP Ice. Because I really think that he needs this with AV to be able to switch into the Zapdos. So I really think he goes Lando, because he loses nothing in going Lando. Let me see how much we would do to Lando with a Giga Drain. Let me see if it'd be worth it just to click Giga. Landorus. Or we could just knock off again, because we lose nothing clicking knockoff, honestly. The Giga Drain can do... I think I'm just going to HP Ice. Because that's the most this Mon could have done to us. Or he might just stand and try to knock us off, too, because he doesn't know what item we are. What do I lose going for knockoff? Honestly, I don't lose anything going for knockoff. How much does Giga Drain do to Assault Vest Komala? Nah, I'm just clicking knockoff. Better safe than sorry, because we have a guaranteed switch into Zapdos. He does switch out. What I've got to play right? Unfortunate. We are gonna go ahead and knock this thing off. I think this thing's gonna want to get up rocks. So we're gonna do about 0 to this with knockoff. But how much do we do with HP Ice? That's it. Looking at about 7. We go Zapdos every time. We go Zapdos. Don't even think about it. Just go Zapdos. We go Zapdos every time. I think he's gonna want to get up his rocks here. He's gonna want to click U-turn and get up his rocks. And I really hope he clicks U-turn so we get some nice residual stuff on that. Lando's at about 75%. He gets his rocks up. So right now we're just gonna click Defog because I don't want those rocks up. I do not want those rocks up. This is a very long game. We're clicking Defog. I do not want those rocks up, sir. No, sir. And he knows we have HPI, so he cannot stay in here. I don't know what he goes into. If he goes Incineroar, that's very scary. Incineroar. Incineroar would probably be the thing that scares me the most right now. Incineroar would definitely be the thing. Well, he was defensive Incineroar. Let me see how much defensive Incineroar is doing to Zapdos. Oh, that's laughable damage. That is 50%. That's some. We can recover that easily. We just have to be careful of roosting on the Lando. We just have to be very, very careful of roosting on the Lando. So he has. Let me see. So how do we win this game? Right now it's just looking like Zapdos just walls him, honestly. But if we can get in, he does withdraw, so we get a free defog off. Probably into Incineroar, or is that Komala? That's Incineroar. Okay, so how much does a Rock Slide do to us? Rock Slide. Actually, we outspeed Max Speed Incineroar. Fun fact. We have zero reason not to go for a Volt Switch and kind of read a set. And we can see if he's Scarf or not, actually, which would be really cool. And Rock Slide does less than Flare Blitz, by the way. So we are faster. So not Scarf. And we got a crit. So he might be AV. And we go into Primarina every time. And he's probably going to U-turn. I have no reason to not go into Primarina, though. And if he doesn't click U-turn, we just click Moonblast. He clicks Knockoff. Phenomenal. Where's he at? Knock. Or we could get behind a sub. But what's the point in that, honestly? Honestly, we got no reason not to click Knockoff here. Or Moonblast, excuse me. We have no reason not to click Moonblast here. Primarina. Well, I guess if he decides to attack us, Moonblast doesn't OHKO him. And we're putting ourselves closer to a Torrent range. I think we're just gonna Moonblast here, I think. We're just gonna Moonblast here. Because I think he goes out into Serena or he goes out into Komala. And either way, Moonblast is a pretty good play. And either way, we get damage on this Incineroar too. That's unrecoverable damage. If Primarina has to go down to do it, then so be it. We have Aqua Jet. Moonblast into Aqua Jet might kill him. Depends on how bulky he is. If he's really AV, then we have no chance. But if he's AV, we have no chance. He withdraws. Does he go into Serena? I don't know what Machi is. This is Serena. So we're gonna get a read on Serena. We're a very especially offensive Primarina. Let's get some damage on this Mon. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Let's get some damage on that Mon. That did about what we expect from offensive Serena. Offensive. Cool. So, Power Whip. Power Whip would kill 15 of us. We're gonna go back into Tank Growth. I think Tank Growth is still the zero downside play. Okay. I think he might U-turn here. Do I lose anything going Zapdos? Let me see. I don't think so. I don't think he knocks here. I think I lose nothing going Zapdos. Because I think he's going to U-turn here. I want to try to get a cheeky para on this Mon. I really want to try to get a cheeky para on this Mon. I'm loving the way this team is playing out right now. I really played very poorly letting the Scizor get knocked off, though. When did he even get knocked? I didn't know Kamala got knocked off, though, if I'm being honest. I've never seen Kamala before. So in comes Zapdos, and he goes Power Whip this time. I don't know if this move makes contact or not, but let's hope so. Let's get some cheeky status. Let's get some cheeky... No, I'm guessing that doesn't make contact. Power Whip. I don't think it makes contact. Understandable. So what we're going to do... I think we're going to Volt Switch, because this thing should be faster than us. Or we can Roost. He did no damage to us with Power Whip. I think I'm going to Volt Switch. I think I lose nothing in Volt Switching. We get Initiative. He withdrew. Don't go into Lando again, because I could have just raw HP Ice. He goes into this Mon, which is Incineroar. That is Incineroar. Now we get Primarina and we click a button, guys. This is what this was for. This is what Primarina was for. Like I was telling you guys, we get Primarina in and we start clicking some buttons, brother. We get Primarina and we start clicking some buttons. So, and this time with Primarina, I'm actually gonna click sub. This time I'm actually gonna click sub because I don't think Surf into I don't think he gives me this Mon. I'm just gonna sub this time. And we're gonna see what he does. That might be a misplay. If he has Thunder Punch, that's a misplay. But oh, we're faster. Awesome. So we get a kill here. Awesome. No crit? You got a crit? Okay, it didn't break sub though. Phenomenal! This is exactly what I told you guys we wanted in the team builder. Let's get it, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped because this is the first time like I think this is the first team that I've built that is like super good. Like this is the first team I built that I had a plan, I knew how to execute it. I saw no flaws in executing it. I had a lot of those sub plans just in case something went wrong, like, you know, Scizor's band or Scarf getting knocked off. I think this is the first team that I've been super proud of. I've been like extremely proud of. And he goes into this Mon. And I think we're in Torrent. Are we in Torrent? We're definitely not in Torrent. 71 out of 161. Okay, does Moonblast hit harder or does Surf hit harder? I think it's Surf, isn't it? Or Moonblast. 95? Let me check. It is indeed Moonblast. It is indeed Moonblast. So we're going to click Moonblast here. And we're going to see how much this does. And we're faster. Phenomenal. Slower than Dose and Prim. Oh, yikes. That's a yikes from me, dog. So he's giving us this Mon. And he's just going to go into this arena. And then I have no reason not to go Zapdos. We're just gonna Moonblast. I lose nothing in Moonblasting. This should be a kill. Like no matter what he goes into, this is a kill. Unless he goes Togekiss, I guess. Does Togekiss outspeed us? Togekiss. He's defensive, so no speed. 50, 100. Togekiss would outspeed us. Togekiss would only take, if he's max HP, he takes 40% from Moonblast. But we also get a free switch into Zapdos every time that happens. So maybe I should click sub again. I mean, what's it matter? Like, I put us in Torrent range, I guess. Let me see. How much are we doing in Torrent range with Surf? At like 25. Oh, we two-shot that Mon with Torrent. Maybe I should have subbed. Maybe sub was the play. No, we just killed this Mon. Awesome. Awesome. Primarina kills Komala with Moonblast. Primarina doing his job, doing what I built it for, that exact moment. So Komala goes down. Perish, phenomenal. We're sitting in a good spot, boys. We're sitting in a phenomenal position. And Zapdos outspeeds the rest of his team. And I think the rest of his team is in Zapdos range, by the way. I'm pretty sure. If Lando comes in, then we can just Aqua Jet it and send in Zapdos, and we might just claim 4 KOs. That might be how this game goes. I'm very curious to see what he does here. The only thing that I can see saving Nick here, is if he has Ancient Power on his Togekiss, and it's Scarf, and he sends it in, and clicks Ancient Power, and gets the boost. That way he outspeeds the Mienshao, but even then, I'm sure a Poison Jab doesn't feel great, and I'm sure he doesn't Oko Altaria. I'm really going to be disappointed if I don't get sent to Altaria this game. He needs his time to think. This is a tough one for him. This is a tough play for him. No matter what he goes, I think Togekiss is his play, but he knows that Togekiss draws out Zapdos every time. Togekiss always draws out Zapdos. In fact, he knows that so much. Is that Machi? It's Machi. Serena. No, sir! No, sir! He knows I have a free switch into Zapdos every time. I'm clicking Moonblast here. If he kills Primarina, I don't need Primarina anymore. Everything's in Zapdos range. I'm clicking Moonblast. If he kills me, he kills me. He goes knockoff! He goes knockoff! Let's go! We got him! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. That's a Primarina. That's second Primarina kill. Primarina kills Serena with Moonblast. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my gosh! That's a hype moment, dude. I'm glad this is a live comm. Holy. That's a hype moment. Hisoka? That's Togekiss. Now this is the mon that I'm scared of. And we're going to switch out into Zapdos every time. I'm very, very scared that he's Ancient Power. I'm very, very scared that he's Ancient Power. I'm extremely scared that he's Ancient Power. Air Slash. Phenomenal. And we're going to Roost here. Dog, do I even got a Roost? I don't even think I have to Roost. I wish I knew what percentage Incineroar was at. I'm just gonna HP Ice, I think. Honestly, HP Ice and the Volt Switch should kill Incineroar. HP Ice and the Volt Switch should kill this. I'm just gonna HP Ice, and if he wants to get cheeky and go Lando, he's Scarf. Can just use Hidden Power. Volt Switch should kill. Unless he's max speed. He might be max speed. No, he would have been leftover. So he's Scarf. Scarf Air Slash. This is his only way to win. This is what I was scared of. Either way, though, we can go into don't you do it. A crit flinch. I'm gonna Roost one more time. I'm gonna try to Roost one more time. This is worst case scenario. But either way, I think he's in range. Just flinched and couldn't move. He only did 15 damage there. So unless he gets another crit flinch, we're actually recovering just as much as he's doing to us. If not, a little bit less. Mienshao should be able to kill with a Scarf Poison Jab. And my thing fell out of my mouth about the 5th time. That's okay. We got the Roost off. We should be okay now. I'm gonna try to Roost one more time just to be sure. Nah, we're at enough health. I'm gonna Volt Switch, and if I flinch, I'm gonna Roost. I think. Depending on how low he gets me. I'm gonna Volt Switch. Zapdos should be able to clean up this game. Let's see. Oh, yes, sir. That should kill, and if not, we go Mienshao. It does not kill, we go Mienshao. And we click U-turn. We go Mienshao. Or we could go Altaria. No, we go Mienshao. I'm not an idiot. We go Mienshao. Unfort. We go Mienshao and click U-turn every time. And then we go back into Zapdos, and I think that's it. So this should... if he switches out, this won't die, obviously. But... he does switch out. What if I wasn't a Scarf? That would have been nuts. So he goes into this Mon. This Mon was not in Zapdos range, by the way. However, this Mon is in Primarina range. This Mon is also... in Altaria range, is it not? Best case scenario, because this Mon was slower than Primarina, so I'm gonna guess this has no speed investment. It looks like, unless he's Assault Vest, which I cannot confirm his item right now. Unless he's Assault Vest, we kill with Mega Altaria. So I'm gonna go into Nimbus here, because Nimbus could win this game right now. I think Nimbus is the way. I think this is the way to do it. Because we outspeed guaranteed. Because we're faster than our Primarina, and Primarina outsped this Mon. The problem with me going Primarina was he got into Lando for free, and I had to lose a Pokemon. Unless, actually, I could have won Zapdos, I guess. But unless he's hiding Stone Edge. I feel like he's hiding Stone Edge. He has Stealth Rock, U-turn, Earthquake, probably Stone Edge. But why would he make a set that doesn't hit Tangrowth? Probably Toxic, actually. Probably Toxic. I'm just going to Mega Click Hyper Voice here. I'm just gonna... I see no downside to megaing and clicking Hyper Voice, because I think we should just win the game if we kill this Mon. I have no idea what his spread is. I have no idea what his spread is. It's very, very difficult to tell this Mon's spread. So, hopefully, we kill this Mon here, and if not, then I don't see him killing us. Unless he gets Gunk Shot. I don't think it gets Gunk Shot, though. Even then, it doesn't do enough. Hyper Voice, does that kill? That does 0. He's AV, so he is AV. He did 11 with that. Now it doesn't matter, though, because now we get a kill guaranteed. Unless he tries to flinch us down with that one Mon with Togekiss, which would be annoying. Very, very annoying, but we could deal with it because we have Roost. Lando does 40 with Earthquake. That's the worst thing that he could hit us with, or I guess the best thing in this case. Togekiss with Air Slash. It's a 4-shot unless he's offensive, which if he's offensive, it's a 3-shot. So honestly, I think it's worth it. What is this? Is this the Lando? Honestly, I'm just gonna attack this. I'm just gonna attack what's in front of us on this Mon. I think he's gonna try to get rocks up though. We can't lose this game though. We have Mienshao. I need damage on this Mon. That's what I need damage on this Mon for Mienshao. He goes Earthquake. Phenomenal. We live 2 of these guaranteed. Unless he's banded and he's been hiding the band. But he's Rocky Helmet. No, we live 2 of these guaranteed. No problem. That's a fat Altaria. We're gonna go ahead and click Hyper Voice there. Phenomenal. This is gonna do probably about half. That does about half. About what we expected. I'm gonna go ahead and Roost, I think. Just in case he gets cheeky and tries to go for Stealth Rocks. I don't lose to... Let me see that. I gotta see how much damage he does with Earthquake, because I do not want to get 2-shot. Earthquake... We were at 160. 160 minus 94. He did 66 with Earthquake. We should be okay. We should be okay to Roost it out. He does go for Earthquake again. We should be okay to Roost it out. He's not max attack. Phenomenal. He looks like he's no attack. We're gonna Roost it out. Because I don't want to get flinched down by the Togekiss. We're gonna Roost one more time and then we're gonna attack. Because then I think we'll be okay. He goes Earthquake again. Either way, I think this Mon's in range of Mienshao at this point. Yeah, this Mon is guaranteed in range of Mienshao knockoff. Mienshao locks in a knockoff, and I think we win the game at this point. So I'm just gonna Hyper Voice at this point. He's gonna do about 66. He's gonna put us about 88. How much does Togekiss do with If Togekiss is uninvested, how much is it doing with Air Slash? I want to live two of the mugs. What's Air Slash doing? Oh, wrong Mon. We gotta Roost one more time. I hate to do it to him, but we gotta Roost one more time. Because I want to live 2 Togekiss Air Slashes. Guaranteed. Because I want to try to get Mega Altaria these kills. Okay, we're fine now. Now we're going to go ahead and click Hyper Voice. And we should live 2 Togekiss Air Slashes guaranteed if he has no investment. So, Mega Altaria kills Lando with Hyper Voice. Lit. Phenomenal. So we guarantee live 2. I'm sorry, I hit my mic. We guarantee live 2 hits from the Togekiss. So Lando goes down. We guarantee live 2 hits from the Togekiss. That's what his play here is. He has no other play. Hizoka. Is that? Yeah. And we're just gonna Hyper Voice. We're just gonna Hyper Voice and hope to not get flinched. Please don't flinch us. Please do not flinch us. Dazzling Gleam. I don't think this kills us actually. Yikes! That does kill us. Unfortunate. I didn't even think about. Why didn't I think about Dazzling Gleam? Unfortunate. So now we go into Mienshao and we win with Poison Jab. Or we go into Zapdos. Or we go into Scizor. What do I want the kills to go to? I'm going Zapdos, dude. Let me see how much that did. That did a lot of damage. 252. Dazzling Gleam. That did 60 to 70% to us. And to Zapdos, it does like 30. We're going Zapdos. Unfortunate. Man, I really want to get 3 kills for Mega Altaria, but I guess that's a no bueno situation. So, Togekiss kills, what's the Mon? Kills Mega Ult with D-Gleam. So Togekiss got a kill, and Mega Ult died, unfortunately. And we're going to kill this Incineroar, so Zapdos kills Incineroar with Volt Switch. Zapdos kills Incineroar with a Volt Switch. And we go right into Mian Shao and we win the game. We go right into Mian Shao and we win the game. Guaranteed. So, Mian Shao kills Togekiss. We're going to lock into Poison Jab. We're going to show him that we had the Poison Jab the whole time. And that's a family night, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody but Tangrowth got to kill him. Primarina racked up 2. That is what we call a family night, as Mian Shao should lock in this kill. We did not mess up our speed tier. This Togekiss is going to go down to the Poison Jab, and your Portland Ice Shaders are going to win 5-0 against the Portland Zydogs, proving who the real Portland is. But good game to Nick. That was a super, super fun game. I really enjoyed it. I'm really curious about his prep, actually. I'm really curious about your prep if you're watching this, Nick. What was your Lando set? Because I'm very curious on how you plan to break Zapdos in general. Because honestly, the team that you brought didn't really break Zapdos. It really relied on if Togekiss had Air Slash, or not Air Slash, Ancient Power. I'm very curious about that. Unless you did have Rock Slide on Lando, I guess, or Toxic. I'm very curious. So let me know down below if you're watching that. But for all of you guys watching at home, make sure to answer the question of the day, which is going to be who is our kill leader. Unfortunately, I couldn't pad Mega Altaria's stats like I tried to. I feel a little bit disrespectful for doing that, but it is NCP Nimbus's mascot, so I feel like I'm obliged to. But with all that being said, we are going to face Scranton and his Chicago Ursa Ring next week. So let me know what you guys are looking forward to with that match down below. I almost lost my words. But with all that being said, guys, for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.